What's good, y'all? Welcome to Outside the Clutch. This is episode 52. Freaking 52 shows. A lot of people right now are at Tinley, or they're at Gettysburg, or they're at a show this weekend. This is a busy freaking weekend, man. This weekend is actually baby girl's birthday party, so we're going to kind of hold this one to a little bit shorter than some of the run-ons that we kind of do sometimes. I want to jump into a couple of things before we get to our guest tonight. He's been a longtime supporter. He's freaking all about community. I'm really excited to talk to Mike tonight. Before we jump into him, I want to talk about our Monday shows. So if you haven't been catching them, we're running a 15-minute segment on Mondays where we're doing spotlights from breeders throughout the industry that I haven't had the opportunity to set up for an hour or an hour and a half or what have you. Or maybe they don't have that time on the weekend when I run my show. And I don't like to pre-record unless I have to. I like it live, and I like you guys to feel it. So what I do at the shows now is I run a little 15-minute segment. And this Monday, we're gonna have the king of ball pythons on. I'm super excited about it, Mr. Justin Canova. We're gonna be talking about what made him drive to become the king of ball pythons. Like, there's so much outside of what we get to see on the daily. I'm super excited to talk about him and talk to him. It was just a great time. It was a great experience for that show. Another thing that we want to talk about is upcoming sponsorship stuff. I'm getting ready to shoot a video for one of my favorite sponsors, and that's VivTech. You guys know how much I love Ryan and Erica. I got my hands on some merchandise. I'm going to try it out, and then I'm going to buy another set of it. So the sensors, the camera, the bags I already use. So if you purchase any of my animals, you get a VivTech bag. Like, I don't do the branding on that. I throw that in, and that's how we take care of the snakes, because I think their bags are next level. Like, there's not a bag like that on the market. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is here after I shoot my video and I test all this stuff out and I can really explain it to y'all, we're going to do a giveaway. I don't believe in giving away animals. I believe in giving away things to make us better. And while we're talking about being better, let's just get into it, right? Like, if you want to be better, you got to have the right husbandry. That giveaway is going to give you the opportunity to step the game. Here at Outside the Clutch, we're honored to be sponsored by VivTech. Are you ready for innovation? Tired of the same boring product that's been used for 30 years? Ready to give your reptiles and amphibians the UV they really deserve? Then look no farther than VivTech. Their 3-watt LED bulbs provide the UV rays your animals have been missing. With 3 bulbs to fit your pet's climate needs, plus a dimmable feature, it's the only bulbs we use for UV. And it's the only bulb with a 2-year warranty in the industry. Plus, now you can monitor all your pet's husbandry from your phone 24/7 with their sensors, and even ship your customers' animals in their custom bags. So what are you waiting for? Go to VivTechProducts.com today, use code FCLUTCH0322 for 15% off, and provide your animals the best care they've ever had. There's a substrate. I love this substrate. I hope you love this substrate. It's the best substrate. There's really only one coconut chip in the game, if you ask me. Are you ready for the best coconut substrate in the game? Then you gotta get ReptiChip. First off, it's America's chip because it's veteran owned. Secondly, why wouldn't you want the best cocoa chip for your animals? Go to ReptiChip.com, use code FeelyChippin for 10% off up to 3 breeder blocks, or your entire order of Easy Hatch trays or any Redline Science equipment on the site. Limit 1 coupon per customer. Or reach out to me as a representative in the El Paso area, and don't forget to join the Reptilution, where all profits go to helping those in need within the reptile community. And finally, Mickey with Show Me Snakes. There's actually an event in Odessa next weekend. I unfortunately cannot attend. It was planned. I had some things come up in my life where I have to go attend a service for somebody that I grew up with. And so I will not be in attendance for that show to go pay my respects. But y'all should go check out that show. Mickey does an outstanding job. It's super family friendly. There's so much to do at those shows. Like you can see HOTS. A lot of people don't get to see HOTS outside of like their local reptile shows, or if they know somebody that works them. So it's an opportunity to see HOTS from a safe distance. It's an opportunity to see animals that you won't necessarily see at every show. Like there's multiple king snakes, multiple colubrids, lizards, monitors, geckos, like you name it. We all know most of the shows nowadays are full of balls, which, hey, I'm not going to complain about that. You know, I love peddling my balls everywhere, but it's nice to have some variety. So if you haven't checked one out yet, hey, look up their website at showmesnakes.com and check for a show near you. Check it out. Let them know that you heard it from outside the clutch. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into this. We are, like I said, we're celebrating baby girl's birthday. So we're going to try to streamline this a little bit. So y'all give me a big welcome for Mike from Banana Bread Royals. What's good, man?
What's happening, man? I'm doing good, man. Appreciate you inviting me.
Heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah. I mean, it's the least I can do. Like you're probably one of the biggest supporters I know in the community, man. I appreciate everything you've done, man.
Hell yeah, my pleasure.
But so let's kind of jump into who Mike is. Like people know you for like these outlandish logos and being super generous and like just being a good heart, man, in the community, which I think we need more of. But before Mike got into reptiles, what's your story, bro?
Shit, it's a long one, bro. I mean, you know, I grew up as a kid having reptiles. I always had lizards, snakes, turtle, or not snakes, excuse me, lizards, frogs, turtles. But moms would never let me have a snake, man. So, you know, fast forward to my adult life. I had a dog for 13 years. He died. I was searching for a critter to fulfill my needs. And after a bunch of research, I landed on a ball python, low maintenance, you know, super cool morphs, a lot of variety within the species. And I just grabbed one. Or actually, I grabbed two. And they were both bananas, because bananas, the first time I saw them, they blew my fucking mind. So I never knew a snake could look like that. So yeah, I grabbed two of them and got addicted real quick, bro.
Oh yeah, I feel that one, man. Like I was bad. Like I remember just grabbing everything when I first came up. So at least you had a little bit of focus coming in. Like a lot of us didn't.
Just a little,
just like, oh, nice snake. Ooh, nice snake. Ooh, nice snake.
Yeah, I only had a little bit of focus though, bro. What I only had a little of was money. so that held me back a lot, you know.
I feel you on that, man. So when you came up into that, like what made you decide that you wanted to go from like your 9 to 5 or what you were doing? Because you've kind of ran a couple of different businesses in your life. I know we've talked about it a little bit. If you want to talk about those, you're more than welcome to. But what made you decide to go from all of those and like the things that you've attempted in life to reptiles?
Well, first off, reptiles, I haven't really made any money from yet. So it's definitely not my full-time gig.
Right.
You know, but I mean, basically I grew up broke as fuck, just hustling my ass off. And, you know, that led me to various career choices. But I am a college graduate. I went to Arizona State University. I got a business degree in
Sun
marketing.
Devil, man.
Yeah, baby. So yeah, went to college, and first couple career choices were not very successful, and then I ended up getting fired by one of my homeboys, and I just was left out on the streets. And me and my wife started doing storage units, just buying and selling like the TV show. And
What was that like, man?
it was hard, bro. It's a lot harder. Yeah, it's a lot harder than it looks, because first you buy the storage unit, and then if you don't find nothing good in there, then you got to figure out a way to get rid of all the bullshit. So you know, me and the wife, we were broke as fuck, man. We were just searching for every hustle we could get our hands on. And I survived 2 years, man, just working out of my house. And basically that led me to some people that I met that were in the weed industry. And so I started working for him. It was really just selling rolling papers, man. I was a raw rolling paper salesman. And that led me to when the medical marijuana law was passed in Arizona. I just started talking to all the dispensaries, and one of them poached me up, man. And I've been working for the same company for almost 9 years now.
That's a commitment, man.
Yeah. Well, it's been really good, bro. That's the thing. It's like, you know, I didn't know I was going to be there for 9 years. I just literally got with this company by luck. It was a good company. They paid me well. They put me in a position to succeed. Basically, I'm slanging weed legally, bro. And I slanged weed for 20 years on the streets, bro. So, you know, and I have a college degree. So between the two, you know, I was made for this shit. And
so what's like your official position now then?
I am director of sourcing. And basically, I'm the buyer we have 4 retails, and we have a wholesale brand that we wholesale to other dispensaries. And I'm the buyer. So I buy all the material that we extract. I buy all the material that we sell on our shelves, just because we don't really produce much stuff in-house. So I'm buying like 80-90% of what we sell. And so, you know, a lot of pressure on me. You know, I call myself the crackhead whisperer, because all I do is deal with fucking drug dealers all day. And it's legal, but, you know, it's the same dudes. So,
Right.
you know, just babysitting drug dealers, bro. That's what I do. But I'm good at it, man. So my dispensaries do well. You know, at one point we were doing like $6 million a month in revenue.
That's insane.
And, you know, now sales are down a little bit. So now we do like 4.5, but that's $4.5 million every month. And yeah, it's
still insane. Like, that's outlandish numbers, dude.
It's a lot of fucking
for one thing, like for one product, that's outlandish numbers.
Yeah. Yeah. Just weed, baby. So, you know, I started making good money like 3 years ago, 3+ years ago. And after getting my shit together, just started buying fucking snakes, bro. And the better the job got, the more expensive fucking snakes I was buying.
There you go. So let's talk about that, man. Like you said you started with 2 banana combos.
Yeah. The dude hustled me into buying 2 males. Go figure. And
well, you gotta have that backup, bro.
Yeah. I got a lot of backups. But
yeah. So you picked up those 2 bananas, and then was it your intention to like start breeding right away, or you just wanted some pets and they got you to dive in?
Yeah, pretty much, bro. My dog died and I needed something. So I got the 2 snakes. The dude hustled me into buying 2 males. And basically it was a real stressful time in my life. I was broke as fuck. And these fucking snakes, bro, relieved a lot of stress for me in the weirdest fucking way you could possibly. Well, I'm sure all my fellow snake keepers understand this shit. But if you are not a fellow snake keeper, you probably don't understand this shit. These things were stress relieving, and it helped my brain for whatever reason, bro. I have no fucking idea.
I totally get that, dude. I use mine for PTSD, and
Yeah, straight up.
YouTube actually took that video down because they said I was advertising like
Come on,
false remedies and stuff like that. But
snake
they got all
oil.
mad at me for it. But like, because my thumbnail was me holding pills in one hand and snakes in the other, which was like super clickbait, right? Like great freaking advertising for it. But they said because of the message could be taken wrong and they don't want the liability, they took it down. But essentially that entire video I just talked about, hey, I was on like, I think like 10 or 12 prescriptions at one point. I don't even remember. It's been years since I've even taken anything. Like I told the VA, I told everyone, I was like, I refuse to take anything. Like you could give me vitamins, you could give me fish oil, but I will not take anything else.
Yeah, and you know, the line of work that I'm in, you know, I hear this shit all fucking day, bro. All day. We see 1,000 people a day, damn near, at all 4 of our locations. So you're talking, you know, 3,000-4,000 people a day we're seeing. And yeah, we hear it a lot, man. And it regardless of whatever can get you off those substances, you got to get off them, bro, because there's there's ways you can treat, whether it's all natural or with animals or, you know, however, whatever works for you, man. But there's definitely alternatives to the substances, the pills that they're shoving down everyone's throats.
Was that yours or mine?
No, that was mine.
Okay. I muted my mic because I was like, oh, he's about to hear all of that. They just ran right outside the door.
I got one of mine running rampant around here, so he might stop.
Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. No, I 100% agree, man. Like that's regardless of what it is, like I'm not gonna say, hey, you should do this, you should do that, but like find what brings you peace as long as it's not an addiction.
Right.
Like
snakes is kind of
the point of an addiction, then it's not really finding peace. You know what I mean?
Well, snakes is an addiction, bro.
Well, I mean, like, okay, you caught me on my words. I should have phrased that better, but yeah, I get you. Like,
just don't get addicted to substances, boys and girls. That's the ticket. So
that's better phrasing, Mike. That's better phrasing. So let's talk about the name. Now I'm gonna assume because you got stuck with a bunch of bananas, that's where the idea came from. But like, what made you come up with like the Donkey Kong, larger than life, like the brand that you decided to put out to the world, bro?
I mean, you know, I'm a marketing guy. I got a marketing degree, and basically, you know, the bananas blew my mind. So I wanted just to play off of that. And I just wanted to come up with, you know, something catchy. So Banana Bred, BRED, to me was perfect fit. I did a bunch of research. You
there?
Sorry, I thought I lost you for a second there. But can you hear me?
I lost you for a second. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay. But yeah, basically, I just wanted to play off the banana word, and Banana Bred, BRED, was a perfect fit for me. And then I thought, who fucks with bananas? Monkeys. So you know, I'm from the Nintendo generation, and you know, my kids playing Donkey Kong this morning on the Wii, and we're just, you know, we're Nintendo kids, man. So I just thought Donkey Kong. I took the logo. Instead of a tie, I gave him a snake, and instead of a hat, or I don't even think he had a hat, but threw a crown on it for the royal part, threw some bananas in the circle, and it was a wrap, bro.
Dude, I love it. I love it. Like I remember when you initially reached out, and you've always been a huge advocate since you came to the community for USARK. But I remember when you reached out and you're like, hey, let me throw you some swag, bring it out for the match. Like, I want to do my part. You freaking sponsored both sides of the match, which was freaking insane. I appreciate you for that. Like, everyone still talks about it. Like, no one can get over this one match, man. Like,
Hey,
but
man.
it is what it is. Like
That was your
I
15
appreciate what
minutes
you
of
do.
fame, bro.
What brought you to building your brand that way? Like, hey, I'm gonna do everything I can. One, for USARK, because you see it all the time. Like, you're constantly giving, and a lot of people say they're giving and they don't ever show that they're giving. So that's one thing that a lot of people need to realize. Hey, watch who you giving money to, because some of the people say they're going to give their money, they don't give that money away, they pocket it. But you've always been a part of like just pushing USARK and pushing the mission there, and then two, that's kind of led into your philosophy for how you brand yourself as well.
Yeah, and I mean, for me, bro, it's like I said, I grew up broke, bro, and I was broke for, me and my wife been together for 16 years, and we were broke as fuck for the first 10 plus, and so just, you know, most of it is just that I can, bro. You know what I mean? Before I couldn't, and I would in small amounts, even if I couldn't, but I can now, and so for me, I just feel so blessed to be able to give that I just want to do it, man. I just want to do it. So not only for the business, obviously it's good for the business, but just because I want to be a good person and I just like helping people, and I like what's the word I'm looking for? I like participating in things that I think are good. And if USARK is going to fight for my right to have these animals, I feel like I should participate in that. So, that's kind of where my head's at. I want to fight and I want to give. And as far as the brand goes, I want people wearing my shit, and I want, just to give people free stuff that support me. To me, that's worth every penny, bro. You're going to wear my hat and shirt around town. Fucking here's free shit all day. And like I'm homies with Brian over at Samson Snakeatorium. And he tells me every East Coast show, there's like 20 people wearing my shit. And that makes me so fucking happy, dude. So, I just do what I can, bro. And I'm
good, man. Like, I love it. I tried to pull you up on YouTube, and I was like, man, I don't see a channel. I don't see anything. And then the only thing I saw was like Brian's unboxing.
Yeah.
Brian's what's in the cup.
Yeah.
Brian's this. Brian's that. I was like, all right, we're gonna have to play against Brian. It's all good. No, I love Brian, man. Like he's good people. He really.
Well, that's the thing. He was one of the first people that reached out to me and just expressed interest in, having me on a show, and he liked my gear, and and I love the fact that his kid's running the business. So I was like, please let me send you a bunch of free shit. And just for putting me on, bro. He just wanted to, and I was super grateful.
Are you Puerto Rican too?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm Italian and Hispanic though, so I'm in the ballpark more or less. But I love all my Puerto Rican, ethnic, Hispanic, all my brothers. I love them all, bro. So glad to be a part.
I just had to bring it up because it seems like he's always bringing up the fact that he's Puerto Rican.
Oh, he definitely does, and he asked me too, I think, but. I've been mistaken for.
I haven't watched it yet. That's one thing I won't do. Like I won't if I'm about to have you on as a guest, I'm not gonna watch another person's interview with you because I don't want to repeat anything, and I don't even subconsciously. Like I don't want to think about what someone else asked you because my mind will go there while I'm thinking about the questions. Because you saw me, man. Like anyone that sees it, you want to see what I do for notes? This is what I do. I write stupid phrases down. And that's how I keep myself on track. And if I watch someone else's interview, like I found myself doing this when I first started, bro. Like I literally, I would watch people's interviews and I wouldn't be thinking about it, but for some reason I would ask the exact same question, like verbatim, bro. And I was just like, did I really just do that? Like that's the one thing I didn't want to do, and I just did it. But
you gotta keep your mind right.
I gotta keep those blinders on, bro. Keep that tunnel vision.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, man. So let's talk about it, because you have the marketing degree and you've built other brands, because you had to move merchandise before this, and you move merchandise for a living out of the dispensaries. So what I would like to really get out of people is, one, how did you decide to build up your brand? And then two, what are some tricks or like some tips that you would like to give people that are really looking to turn themselves from like just a name that everyone sees into the industry into an actual brand?
Shit. What was the first question? I'm sorry. I got all these
No,
things.
you're good, bro. You're good, bro. It's all that short-term memory loss.
Yeah, it's actually not the weed today. It's not the weed today.
Oh man. So what's some of the things that you did to really build your brand? And then what are some tips and tricks that you would say for people that are like just at that entry level or just starting to build a brand and just have a name or just have like basic swag or whatever, and they haven't really done that push? Like that's what I would like to pull out of you, because that's your expertise, right? That's what you went to school for. You're making millions in dollars for what you do for your company every month based off of your expertise in that brain. So I'm trying to draw that out now.
All right. I mean, basically, what I did was, as soon as I decided I wanted to start breeding, I just wanted to create a name for myself. So the second I had babies to sell, I would already have an audience of people that wanted these babies. That was my goal, right? So, just like with the storage units, if you don't have a way to get rid of this shit, you're fucked. You'll never succeed. So for me, the snakes was the same way. It's like, I can't have 50 baby snakes and no way to get rid of them. Like I don't have time. I don't have space. And at the time, I didn't have the money to feed all these fucking mouths. So, my whole goal was, and, obviously my marketing degree, number one, create a fucking brand. Number two, create a logo. Number three, promote your fucking ass off. So that's what I did, man. I drew some ghetto drawing on a piece of paper. I gave it to some chick who was a tattoo artist that I just knew. And she drew it on an art app and, made it come to life for me. I'm all about the high-end swag. So I had to go branded bills on the hats, and I had to go next level.
Don't get me started on that, man.
But I just went.
There's a reason I only wear this hat.
Yeah, man.
It's because I love red and freaking branded bill. I don't have my own hats because branded bills discontinued red.
Oh shit! I think they did. Yeah. Yeah, but they discontinued camo and then they brought it back. So, I mean, I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there, but, sometimes you get more choices than others, I guess, but just depends on the day over there. But yeah, so I my main thing was create a brand, and I created my Instagram, and I don't really do anything else other than Instagram. And you'll see, I mean, my Instagram is 3-4 years old. So, I mean, all that considered, I mean, I have 3,000 followers, but after 3-4 years, I mean, it's just not very much. It's grown organically 100%, haven't paid a dime. And I'm not really on there that much, man. Like I am, but I'm not. Like I'm only posting once a week, maybe a little more. I do stories more often, but I could put more time into it. I just don't fucking have the time. So for me, it's just like, however it grows, I just have to live with it, because that's all the time I got. And I mean,
you're running a multi-million-dollar industry. Like it ain't like you're like me where I'm at home all day. Like I'm lazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like I put this out. I put my Monday show out now, and I screw around on social media. Like I'm done with school. I'm a stay-at-home dad that plays with animals and on social media all day. Like,
hey, bro, that's a blessing, bro.
Yeah.
You're lucky. You're a lucky guy. And I'm lucky too, bro. Just in different ways. It's all up to who you are and what you're trying to do, bro. But I'm a workaholic. I hustle 24/7. you know, I got 3 kids, I got a wife, and, you know, I sit down at like 11 o'clock every night for like the first time all day. And I'm just busy, bro. I wake up, or I don't really wake up that early, but, you know, I'm out the house by like 9. You know, I'm home by like 5 or 6, and then I'm, you know, fuck with my family for the rest of the night. And then when my kids go to bed is when it's snake time. And I'll jump in the snake room once they go to bed for an hour, 2 hours if I need to. Usually not 2, but I'll do an hour every night. As you can see behind me, my collection's still pretty small, so it's still manageable for me. And that's really important to me too, bro. Is just keeping the size manageable is super important to me, bro, because
Right.
I just don't have time for this shit, and I don't want the animals to suffer because I don't have my shit together. You know what I mean?
No, 100%. I agree with that wholeheartedly, bro. So if someone were to come to you today and say, "Hey, Mike, I need your help. Like, I don't understand this at all," what would you advise them to do to really take that name? Because a lot of people talk shit, man. Like they say, "Oh, you don't have snakes, or you have like 5 snakes. Why are you even like posting every day? Why are you acting crazy? You're not doing anything." Like, what's your advice to the people that really want to build a presence before, like you did?
I mean, it just depends what you're trying to do, I guess, because, you know, when I first started talking to Brian over at Samson Snakeatorium, you know, the big talk was sticker breeders, and I felt a little, you know, I felt some kind of way, like, shit, I'm one of those guys that they're talking about, because I had stickers and hats and shit before I had baby snakes. So, you know, so it just depends, man. You know, I was super intent on doing what I'm doing, and, you know, and I've done what I said I was gonna do. Is really all there is to it. So, you know, a lot of people, I've already seen a lot of people come and go in this industry just in the 3-4 years I've been doing it. And you know, so it just depends on what your intent is. You know, if you're broke as fuck, probably wait to start your shit, or just do it in small steps. You know, like have some babies before you start promoting, or before you go as hard as I did. I just knew this is what I was going to do, and that's why I did it. You know, if I wasn't sure, I wouldn't have done all this. You know what I mean? So, but if you're serious, yeah, man, start thinking about a catchy name. You know what bugs the shit out of me, bro, is so many of these dudes in this snake game, and some of these dudes have been around for a long time, way longer than me. But it's like their name sucks, their logo sucks. Like, not like their snakes might be cool, but if your logo and your name sucks, I don't know if anyone's gonna look at your snakes, dude. So it's like, you know, to me
Are
that's
you
super.
bagging on me right now, bro?
No, no, present company excluded, bro.
No.
But you know, if your shit was John's Snakes, you know, and you
Right.
had a
No, I
snake
get
in a
you.
circle like everyone else, then, you know, maybe you could take offense to that. But you know, just be creative. You know, be creative. Be think outside the box. You know, just don't do what everyone else is fucking doing. Is basically, you know, the message. So, you know, I just want to be different. And I researched a bunch of, you know, I was searching all kinds of names on Instagram and just seeing if shit already existed. And, you know, I just did some research. But yeah, this is my specialty, you know, swag and marketing and logos and names. And I'm all about it, bro. And that's, you know, that's what helped me do what I did. But, you know, you just kind of got to know your place and know your role. I mean, to go hard as fuck when you ain't going to go nowhere is dumb. You know what I mean? So you just
Get
have
that
to,
burnout quick, man.
yeah, exactly.
A lot
And
of
just
people
like,
do
you
it.
know, Brian has the sticker graveyard and the milk carton and all the shit. And that's just real, bro. People disappear like a motherfucker. So to do all this hard work for just to disappear and go out of business is just, it's just a waste of fucking time, you know?
Speaking of the sticker graveyard, man, like not even the people just disappearing, but think about how much money you spent on that advertising when you didn't take the time to really create anything at all. Like, what is it? I think on sale, the sticker mule stuff's like $30. $30 a pop, and you're buying like 5-6 groups of those before each show. That's a snake that you could have freaking upped your game with, or the money that you could have given to someone to draw out a nice logo, or the money for a freaking banner, man. Like $200 gets you a nice banner.
Yeah.
Like,
and you know what, dude? I found this chick on Instagram. She was just a tattoo artist. And I said, hey, you wanna draw my logo for me? And she said, sure. And I think I gave her like $60, bro. And you know, I probably way underpaid her, but that's all she asked for. She asked for $60. And then she kept putting me off, like, oh, I'm busy. And I just kept throwing her money. Like, here's another $50. Just do it. And I just, you know, it's so fucking cheap. But I just got lucky that way. And you know, finding graphic artists is hard if you don't know any. And you know, I just got lucky, man, on a lot of this shit.
That's one of the things I'm going to say about everything right now. Like, I don't know about y'all, but like, customer service nowadays fucking sucks.
Yes,
like,
it does.
Bad.
Yes, like, it does.
I have straight told the HVAC guy that's supposed to come out to my house. It's been 2.5 weeks now since he said he was going to come out. I was like, dude, I'll pay you an extra $50 to show up today. Like, I don't even care.
Yeah, you got to bribe people.
Not even a response. I was like, man, I've ran like 2 or 3 different HVAC people. Anything that I'm trying to do here locally, I cannot get people to do. And it's just like, it's crazy to me. But
people
know
what
it is. Like, if I got to figure out how to do HVAC myself, I'll figure it out. You know what I mean?
Well, bro, it's like people don't like money. It's like you fucking wave this money in their face like, hey, if you fuck with me, I'll give you a bunch of fucking money. And they still can't make it work. And it's like, that's what I deal with all day in my job. It's like, I pay people money. I spend $2 million a month on product. And sometimes these people are begging to sell me shit. And I'm like, all right, cool. Come this day at this time. I got a bunch of money for you. And they fucking fuck it up. It's like, you didn't want the money that bad. Like, I'm literally handing it to you on a silver platter and you still fucked it up. Like, I don't understand that. I don't get it. But
I don't know. I don't want to say it's this generation, man. Like, because some of these people are my age or older, so I know it's not because of that. It's just, I think the mentality after having it so easy for years, that freaking crippled the nation, dude. Like, I understand it, and like, a lot of people needed help to get by, but the mentality that people took after getting that paycheck constantly, it crippled this nation, man. No one wants to do anything. But,
well, you know what's crazy, man, is that during that time, my dispensaries blew the fuck up, bro, and we didn't change it.
Yeah, because everyone was staying home getting high.
Yep, getting free money. And so, yeah, our sales were up 30% just because of that. It was unbelievable. But yeah, people got spoiled by that shit. And this is my youngest, Gianni.
What's up, man?
Say what's up. All right, bye.
So let's jump into your projects, man. Like, you got a couple racks behind you now. Like, I remember when it was just one rack and you was just getting started out. So how many animals are we at? How many projects are you really focused on right now? And what's kind of your game plan, bro?
Total animals, I think I'm sitting on like 40 something. That's including the hatchlings that I still have from my first breeding season, which was last year. So sitting on about 40 snakes. Only shit, I think I only have like 6 or 7 females that are ready to breed. The rest of them I'm still growing up. I think I got 3 or 4 that are like 1,200 grams. But yeah, right now I'm breeding. I've been pairing obviously for the last few months or since November. And I think I have 5 or 6 pairings going on right now.
Heck yeah, bro.
You know, my goal is to not breed just to create inventory. I want to breed, obviously, to progress my shit.
You want to actually work a project instead of just saying, hey, I'm going to put this with this and make this.
Yeah,
because I only want one snake out of it, but like my snakes average like 6 or 7, and I know it's going to lay like 6 or 7, but I really just only want this outcome, and it's like 100 or 1 in like 150 odds, and but I only have this one pairing for it, so I might get it. There's a chance, like there's that one chance.
Well, yeah, I have 2 or 3 breeder females that I'm just not breeding this year, just because, or this time, just because I just don't, I don't have it. There's nothing that I need from it, you know? Right. So I have some, I'm trying to think now. You put me on the spot, dude. I'm drawing a fucking blank here. Hold on one second.
Get him. Get him.
All right. So I got this Wookiee black pastel fire yellow belly clown that has been a breeding fucking machine. And I'm damn near putting this dude to fucking everything I can. So so far I've put him to my hypopide, my spot nose clown. I put him
Krakens.
Yeah, I'm going that direction, definitely. I put him to a banana bamboo mahogany. So that could be interesting. Then, I have a Cypress Mojave clown that's like 1,500 grams. And I just realized that she was that size. So I just paired the Wookiee clown with her just a couple of weeks ago for the first time. So I don't know if anything's going to come of that this time. But and then the only other pairing I got going on is I put my blackhead Mojave yellow belly hypo to my puzzle het hypo. So we're going for hypo blackhead puzzles. Nice. And so just clown and puzzle, and then some clown pied, some hypo clown pied stuff, or one pairing.
Oh, the first one's a triple, right?
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Clown to a hypopide. Yep.
There you go.
And then I got
you ever feel afraid of that, man?
What's that?
Putting out the information of what you want to do.
Wait, say that again.
You ever feel nervous about throwing out that information? Like, oh, I'm going to do this.
I mean, no. I mean, people be keeping secrets and shit.
But you're small, bro. Like, what if all the big people come out and like run 7 girls for the same project?
I mean, hey, if they got 7 girls that they can do that with, then shit, bro. I'm sure. And that's the thing. If these big dudes haven't thought about it before me, then maybe I'm just real cool or something. I don't know. But I'm just doing what I want, what I like, what I haven't really seen much of. You can't stop people from doing what they want to do, whether it's copying you or, doing whatever else they want to do. I mean, all this shit's posted on my Instagram anyways, bro. So it's like, if you want to copy me that bad, bro, feel free. But we gonna see who does it better, though.
I'm just saying, like, there's a difference too, because like I've watched some people and they've spent years, man, like years trying to copy something that someone else has done, and then when they finally hit it, it's just like you just wasted years, like horribly. 1, you didn't add anything to it. You made the exact same copy, and then 2, yours came out looking like boo-boo.
Yeah.
Like, sorry. It's just the genes that you put in were not the same quality that the genes that they put in.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that, like, I stress on, man. Like, I'm not going to say I have the best eye for genetics, because I don't. But, like, the stuff I really like to work in, and everyone's like that, right? Like, you have, like, even in, so we'll use freaking pastel for an instance, right? Like, just to make it simple, everyone knows pastel is a yellow snake, is a yellow snake, is a yellow snake, is a yellow snake, right? But at the end of the day, the people that have line bred that pastel, like the Graziani line or the citrus line or whatever line that you appreciate, right? Like there's specifics about that line of pastel that you really enjoy. Just like there's specifics about, I'm all about GHI. All about GHI, but GHI has come out very different. Very different. And like I look for the darkest, blackest, almost can't see that color out of a single gene GHI before you even pull it in. And all of my GHIs up until this year were female. So it was like everything's just stacked in females. And now I'm like, well, I could create supers that are going to be like pitch black. I can create freaking like these contrast GHI combos now. They're going to be super contrasted because the blacks are like super black. And then the lights in the lines of them are super bright. But it's simple thoughts like that not everyone does. And I hate seeing it, man. Like I hate seeing people run like 5-6 year projects and then it didn't turn out as good as why they copied it, or like they added like one thing to it, and then that one thing that they thought was going to take them to the next level made it look worse. And it's like, don't do it. Come on, like talk to the people around you. And that's one of the things this podcast is about, is like get to know the people, become friends with the people, because they're the ones that are going to bring you up and make you successful in what you do.
Yeah, and that's the breaks too, bro. It's like, you know, part of this game is being able to identify those things, which, you know, me, myself, I am definitely not a fucking professional. And sometimes you learn the hard way, bro, and that's just life. And if you learn too many things the hard way, then you might go out of business at some point. But
might hit that sticker grave.
Yeah, boy. And you know, that's part of the business, bro. So you got to be able to identify the talent, you know, and use it in its best way, or else, you know, you're going to be just like everyone else, or you're going to underperform, or you're just going to be spinning your wheels, like you said. So, you know, and I'm still learning all that shit, bro. I'm still a fucking rookie, bro. So I know the cool hat and the shirt make me look like I've been doing this for a long time, but I really fucking haven't, dude. You know, I'm still a new guy. I'm 3-4 years into keeping snakes, or it's closer to 4. You know, I've only done one round of clutches. I think I had 5 clutches my first season, which was just, you know, last year. So, you know, I'm still a new guy, bro. And you know, I'll gladly learn from anyone that can teach me, bro. And it's funny because Brian was making fun of me, like, oh, does my 9-year-old have to school you on this shit? And I'm like, yeah, bro, tell his ass, please hurry up.
Bring me up.
You know, I got no problem learning from a 9-year-old, bro. Well, now he's probably like 11, but but yeah, I got no problem. I mean, the dude probably has more experience than me any damn way. Right. So, you know, but yeah, man. So I'm just learning like everyone else and trying to learn from the big dogs. And, you know, I do have an eye for talent. And, you know, I used to collect Jordans back in the day, or I still do, but I used to be crazy into collecting Jordans. And I used to fight the temptation to buy every fucking color combo of the same fucking shoe. And I had
You have an addiction to addictions, bro.
I do. I'm OCD as fuck, bro. Straight up. I'm OCD as fuck. And when I get addicted to something and I run with it. And sometimes it's not productive, but so what I did, it was funny because I told you I was broke as fuck, and I had about 60 pairs of Jordans, and I've been collecting Jordans for like, you know, 15, 20 years. And I decided that there was a handful of pairs I was never going to wear, because I never wear the suede ones because they get fucked up. And I never wear the ones that with the clear bottoms because they get fucked up. And so I sold all the suede ones and all the ones with clear bottoms. And I took that money and started buying snakes, man. So I straight up cashed in half of my J's for snakes. And then I started getting addicted to the snakes, just like I was the Jordans, where, you know, I wanted every color of every fucking gene. And before I knew it, I had like 7, 8 recessives in my possession. And it's just like, you know, if I wanted to run with all these, I would have to have 100 fucking snakes, bro. And I didn't want to. So I've gotten rid of
that. Are you kind of like at your limit where you want to be right now? Or is there the want to grow bigger? Or what's kind of your plan, bro?
I mean, I don't see how I can keep doing. I don't see how I can keep doing what I'm doing and not grow at least slightly. But yeah, my goal is to stay around this size. Like I have about 20 adults right now. And by adults, I mean, you know, some of those aren't even ready to breed yet, but yeah, so that's where I want to be, bro. 20, 30 adults maybe, you know, and then with holdbacks and everything. And I just don't see how I'm going to stay this small. But for me, it's like, I just want to stay this small until I create more time in my life somehow. So whether I work less or my kids get older, so, you know, they're gone more or whatever, they're doing their own shit more or whatever the case. But
sports, Dad.
Yeah, and I'm that too. You know, my kids play soccer and I'm at their fucking practices and I'm at their games, and you know, so I'm just trying not to create too much work for myself. But I like where I'm at right now. But I really am not trying to get much bigger anytime soon. That's for damn sure. I just want to be real boutique-y, and I want to be high end. And you know, I've said this on other people's podcasts. I'm gonna be creating high end shit, but I am not gonna be robbing people like fucking all these other dudes. And you know, I don't need to say any names, but most of these big dudes are tacking on a couple Jeezys just because their fucking names on it. And that's cool and all, but once guys like me come around, I don't know how long y'all gonna be able to be doing that, bro. Because I'm gonna be giving people the best prices they ever seen. Why? Because I want to, and I like to, and I don't desperately need the money anymore like I used to. So, you know, just like I like donating to USARK, I'm gonna be giving people amazing prices on dope ass animals, man. And
well, I think there's a difference in that too, though, man. Like, I wholeheartedly believe, like, if you can make it work, and you should barter for every animal. Like, I'm not that person. Like, I have no issue bartering at all. Like, I will talk prices and I will work a price if I want to work a price. But like, my first snake from everybody is always full price. Like, just tell me what you want. And then after that, we're gonna start talking, and you're probably not gonna like me, but it's okay because we're gonna build a business relationship, and you're gonna see, hey, that favor you gave me, I give in return. I'm not that way, but I think a lot of people are scared of that, man, and a lot of like we base the market off of whoever throws the highest, right? And then we look at the name, and then look at, well, we categorize ourselves into these like levels, man, and we're all just freaking people. We're all just freaking people. Like, you may have line bred something for a little longer, or you may have done something to make your snake look nicer. And if it does look nicer, then absolutely sell it for more. I don't care. But we're all just people putting animals together. Like, ain't nothing special.
well, for me, it's like, look, man, it's your business. Do what the fuck you want. You know what I mean? But, you know, the other side of it is, do you want to sit on a bunch of inventory? And, you know, when I was doing my storage units, bro, I was fucking, you know, I didn't even have rent money. So if I didn't flip this shit real fucking fast, I wasn't going to have rent money. And it's like, so yeah, I could have sold this TV for $400, but I could sell it right fucking now for 200. So let's just sell it right fucking now, because I got rent due in 3 fucking days. And so, you know, I played this game where, you know, it's the same game I play today in my business that I run. How fast does it take to turn over the inventory? And, you know, when I do my buying for my company, I buy 30 days worth. Why? Because we don't want to sit on shit for longer than 30 fucking days. And it's the same with, you know, the storage units was on a micro level, you know, it was very small time, but it was like, if I didn't turn this inventory, I couldn't fucking feed my family. I didn't have a roof over my head. So for me, yeah, you sacrifice a little bit of money for the timeliness of putting this money in your pocket. So how bad do you need the fucking money, or how much space do you have, or how cool are you with feeding a bunch of snakes that you can't fucking sell? But for me, I don't want to fucking feed a bunch of snakes, bro, that I don't want to keep. I just don't, bro. So I'm going to raise them up till they're ready to go. And then at that time, they got to fucking go, bro. And I've given away, dude, like, okay, I had 35 hatchlings, you know, my first season. And I probably gave away 10 or 15 snakes, bro. Just gave them away. Why? Because people wanted them, like friends and family, you know. Hey, this is going to help your life. This is going to teach your kids some responsibility. Or you've always wanted a snake, or you're too broke to buy it, but you would love one, you know, whatever the case was, or just friends, you know. I just wanted to do it. And number one, it made them happy. Number two, it got the snake out my fucking house. And, you know, like I said earlier, I'm just blessed that I'm in a position financially to not need the money. And a lot of people are not in that position. And I wasn't in that position until recently. Right. So it's definitely a blessing, and it's just a different mentality. But like, you know, I'm gonna call a motherfucker out right now. Ozzy Boyds. This dude had a snake for sale for $12,500. I offered him 10, and he fucking didn't even respond to my email, bro. Like, I insulted him so fucking much that he couldn't even respond to my email. And it's like, bro, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, at least respond and tell me to fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, you did not even respond. And guess what? A year later, that snake is still on fucking MORPHMARKET, bro. So, you know, if you don't mind sitting on snakes for years because no one wants to pay your ridiculous prices, or you're not willing to work deals, then cool, do your shit. But, you know, that interaction made it so that I'll never buy a snake from Ozzy Boyds ever. Ever.
That's the joy of the consumer capitalist system, man. You know, buy from who you like.
And when I first got into the game, I consciously noticed, like, why is this dude's snakes 1,000 or 2 more than everyone else's? Like, literally, I was like, this dude does not have one snake on his MORPHMARKET for less than $3,000. Even if it was like a single gene with a single recessive, it's just like, number one, sorry, bro, you ain't that fucking cool. Number two, sorry, bro, your snake ain't that fucking cool, or else someone would have bought it. You know, and so for me, even if the snake has 5, 6, 7, 8 genes, if it don't look good, I'm not going to fucking charge top dollar. I'm just not. You know, sometimes you put too many genes together and you just get some muddled ass, you know, no pattern, weird color. Like, to me, it's cool. You know, I get the potential of the hatchlings and the genetic potential, but for that particular animal, the way it looks, or the way I think it looks anyways, and this is just my opinion, man. You know, people may totally disagree, and that's fine. But that's my opinion, bro. And so I'm going to sell snakes the way I feel, or I'm going to price them the way I feel what they're worth. And, you know, love it or hate it, bro, I'm going to do what the fuck I'm going to do. So
there you go. That's the joy of the industry.
Yeah, and that's what everybody has that prerogative by running their own business. But how successful you are is up to you, and how you wheel and deal. You know, so
let's kind of talk about getting out there with the crowd, man. Are you a show guy? Do you go to shows yet?
I mean, I've been to a couple in Arizona, but you know, Arizona's not really the most poppin' state for shows.
Yeah, there's like what, 2 or 3 there in Arizona, I think, throughout the year.
Yeah, and they're just small time, bro. I went there. I went to a couple of them. I didn't even see anything I wanted to buy. You know, it was more just for the networking and just to kind of show my face. But obviously, I've only had 1 round of clutches, so I'm definitely not. I'm not show worthy as far as having my own booth.
Right. I just meant it's getting out there. Like that's the first thing I did my first year. Like before I really had a brand, before I really had any, like I had a brand. It's still technically my brand. Like I still run under the same logo, stuff like that. But like I ran to California. I went to both super shows in California the first year, and then I ran Arlington. I was just like anywhere within a 12-hour drive, essentially was my mindset. Is if it's a big show, I'm going to go there because I need to start seeing people and I need to start making these interactions and like getting people to know my face and all that. So I totally get that, but like you haven't traveled out of Arizona yet?
Nope. I want to. You know, I see all these people going to these shows and kicking it, and it looks fucking amazing, bro. I want to go kick it.
Me too.
And I want to meet some of these people that I've been Instagram homies with for, you know, years. And but I'm just too fucking busy, bro. Just
Ryan's talking about Arlington in the fall. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
saying.
we'll see. I want to do it, bro. I just don't know when I'm gonna have the time. I just don't.
It's only 3 days, bro.
I know.
That's a quick flight. It's like, I think from me to you's like a 45-minute flight. So from you to Dallas is probably what, like 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Do it.
Yeah, trust me, I need to, and I want to, bro. I gotta fit it in. You know, right now, lately, all I've had time for is just, you know, doing little vacations and staycations with the kids. And, you know, I got 3 kids. Stop, dude. Sorry, my 4-year-old is bugging the shit out of me right now. But I got 3 kids.
Come on,
What's
Dad.
that?
Your attention ain't on them. They're going to get their attention.
He gets my attention, all right.
Well, I think that was my I want your attention too, because my wife just turned the music up loudish.
Yeah. But yeah, so I got 3 kids, 14, 9, and 4. You know, I try to do as much with these kids as possible. Try to get them out the house, try to get them to experience some things, especially since I didn't get to do all that when I was a kid. So my goal is just to give these kids as much experiences and fun times as I can, you know, while they still like me and want to kick it with me. And, you know, my 14-year-old, we're still, you know, we're homies, and he still likes kicking it with me, which I feel super lucky for that. And, you know, I just spending time with my kids, bro, and my wife is just, it's #1 priority, bro. So, you know, once my 4-year-old's a little older and a little more independent, then, you know, I'll definitely think about that. And, you know, I need to progress myself before I start, you know, getting ahead of myself, you know, because if I don't have snakes to sell, it's like, why am I going to a show? You know what I mean? I don't know.
No, I feel you. Like it's a very fine line you have to walk between getting the name out there before you're selling, and okay, are you putting more time into just marketing versus actually producing?
Sorry, I had to mute it so I can yell at my kid.
I know. I lip read that one. He was like, if you don't.
No, I said, fucking stop. Fucking stop, bro. I'm going to beat him on camera, bro, so y'all can report me.
Wait till we get off camera for that one, bro. All right. So you're projecting like between 5 and 7 this year, hopefully, right?
You mean clutches?
Clutches? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got, hold on, let's see. There's one I'm not necessarily doing, but yeah, I got 5 pairings, maybe 6.
Okay.
So that'll be the extent of it for me this year. But they should be some fucking bangers, bro. I'm super excited to see.
Well, with the stuff I know you're bringing in, next year's going to be some real bangers too.
Yeah, and that's the thing, bro. My best shit, you know, is not even of size yet, you know? So, I mean, Yeah, in the next couple of years, bro, I would say I'm gonna be creating some shit that I don't know if I can say no one's ever created before, but I feel like I'm going in some directions I really haven't seen much of. So, it's just exciting, bro.
You should be. You should be. Like the one thing a lot of people lose is just that passion. It becomes a routine. And let's face it, like if you're doing animal care, you're kind of a workaholic. We all are. Like my free time is done doing this. Like if I'm not cleaning kid poop or cleaning the house or cleaning snake poop or rat poop or whatever type of poop I'm freaking cleaning up, I'm doing this. You know what I mean? So I'm a workaholic, and it definitely gets to my wife sometimes. But I think you have to find that way to work that in, and you have to find a way to work that passion in. And as long as you're staying passionate about your projects, man, like I literally let a couple of projects just go because they didn't do it for me anymore. Like I could tell you, if I don't hit the clown pied this year, like if I don't hit my visual clown pied this year, all pied, anything that has pied in it, except for my daughter's one that she has deemed her pet, is gone. Anything
Yeah.
pied, I will not touch it ever again.
How come?
They eat like shit.
Yeah.
All my pieds have always eaten like crap, and all the issues I've ever had have always started with the pieds.
Interesting.
So I'm done with that. I'm done with it.
Interesting. Well, who'd you get your pieds from, man?
We'll talk later.
I have my pied, my hypopide is from Canova, and I was gonna get rid of her because I was gonna get rid of everything Canova because that dude pissed me off. But I decided to keep her.
I'll piss you off after this, man, because he's running the Monday slot. So
yeah, I know. I wonder if he even knows who I am, but he only pissed me off because he snubbed me, bro. I offered him a bunch of money and he just wasn't interested. And so for me, it's just like, damn, like I offered you a lot of fucking money, bro, and you just stopped responding. So you must be making so much money that the money I offered you wasn't worth your time. But, I just don't, that kind of stuff just, like, I'm going to remember that shit forever. And I don't, like, I'll probably never buy another Canova snake either, bro.
You gotta let that stuff go, man. Like,
that shit bothers me, bro. Like,
I get that, but like at the end of the day, if you're holding a grudge, bro, like it ain't gonna do anything to benefit you. Like, end of the day, we're all just men and women.
True.
I'm gonna get myself in trouble with the way I say this because I talk the way I talk. I'm gonna piss somebody off, but it's all good. We're all just men and women.
Yeah, no, and I agree. I agree.
Like,
100%. And that's
there's a lot of people that have pissed me off in my lifetime. There's people that continuously piss me off. But if I held on to that dude, I would not be where I am now. I would not be able to grow. I would not have my family. Like, I would straight be someone that no one wanted to be associated with. 100%.
And I have my strengths and weaknesses, and that's definitely one of my weaknesses. I waste too much energy on being pissed off at shit. But that's the thing. It's not like I hate the dude. It's not like I'm wishing bad shit on him. It's just I'm not going to give him any more money because I gave him money, and then I gave him a decent amount of money. And then I offered to give him a lot more money, and he literally just wasn't interested. Like, I made him do too much work. Like, I asked him for some pictures, and he just never responded ever again. But, I just won't buy snakes from the dude. And that's the thing. It's like, you can tell me to buzz off in a professional manner, dude. Like I said, my business sees fucking 4,000 people a day. A lot of them are mentally unstable. And customer service is fucking king, bro. And I'm really good at it. I've done it for a job for years. And, people that don't run their business professionally just don't get my money. And that's really all there is to it. You know, I don't hate people, but it's just like,
Well,
yeah,
you gotta
bro.
think too, man. Like once you get to that level, how many emails are people hitting? And I'm not saying that he was right. I'm not saying that you were right. I'm saying like you guys were in a conversation. I understand that. So at that, yeah, I would be ticked. But at the same time, someone else, like you threw your offer out, someone else wanted to pay full price and didn't want those pictures. I'm gonna take that money.
Yeah.
You know what I
Hey,
mean?
I'm not mad at it.
But
I'm not mad at it. But
yeah,
all I ask
no, I
is
get
just
you.
say, hey, bro, I'm not
Respond.
interested, or just say
Yeah.
something. Just tell me, like I said, just be professional. Even if you're saying fuck off, to me, that's professional enough. I got the message. I can move on. But when you tell me to text you your cell phone because that's the best way to communicate, I tell you I want to give you X amount of dollars for multiple snakes, and you just stopped responding. You didn't say no thanks. You didn't say, hey, I'm too busy. You didn't say I'll hit you up in 2 weeks. You didn't say nothing. You just stopped responding. Like, to me, that is not professional. And I'm sure you get 1,000 fucking emails a day. But if you're making millions, hire a motherfucker to answer your emails. Like, it's so easy. Like, it's like, you know, it's easy. I don't understand why it's so hard. And so, you know, if you don't care, that's one thing, but you just won't get my money.
Right.
You know,
That
it's
goes back to what we were talking about earlier, is that customer service. Like customer service in people's minds have changed a lot in the last couple of years, unfortunately.
yeah, or it's
And I think you're
non-existent.
going to continue to see it. And those that want to rise will rise, and those that don't want to provide service will steadily decline, regardless of the status. So let's I gotta get to baby girls. I gotta get on that grill. For those that want to
I
reach
already,
out to
baby.
you and maybe talk some crap now because you threw all the names out. No, I'm just playing. Or they're
Bring it,
interested
boy.
in your projects and they want to hit you up with snakes. How does everyone get a hold of you, brother?
I mean, the easiest way to get a hold of me is on Instagram, just Banana Bread Royals. I'm very good at returning messages. I have an email account that I never use, but Mike at bananabreadroyals.com. Instagram's the best way. And then if we're getting into some serious conversation, I'll gladly hand out my cell phone number, in which I respond to fucking everybody. And anybody who's messaged me will tell you that I am very responsive. Even if it takes me a minute, you know, I'm very responsive. But yeah, anybody can hit me up anytime. I'm an open book. Some people hit me up asking me questions about genetics, and I'm not that fucking cool. I can't tell you all the genes that are in your snake, but I will do my best to help you do whatever I can, point you in the right direction. But yeah, man, people can hit me up whenever, man. I'm glad to talk snakes or answer any questions you may have. If you want some swag, fucking I got it. You know, if you do something nice for me, I'll send you some free shit. And you know, that's
Okay.
about it.
All right, brother. I'm gonna close it up. I'll see you in just a second. I'm gonna throw you in
All right.
the green room.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the time, man. Thanks for everybody who's gives a shit.
All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed episode 52. Man, we got a little heated. I might have to put a disclaimer on this show, like views represented by the guest are not the views of the host. Nah, Mike's good people. Look, at the end of the day, we can all really do better. Like everything that we're doing, we can all do a little bit better. Customer service is king. You want to be in the sales? Hey, be in sales, but customer service is king. I've been a salesman in multiple avenues throughout my entire life, and I've done some stuff that's not sales. Those that know my background know that. So that being said, we're gonna jump into it. Remember to make sure you're tuning in and paying attention for that VivTech merchandise giveaway. Monday morning, we're gonna have Canova. Big old smile on Mike's face in the back. We're gonna have Justin talking about what drove him to be the brand that he became. And then next weekend after the funeral, to get me in a good mood, I'm gonna be hanging out with one of my closest friends in the industry. We've shared blood together. We've shared sweat together. We've wore crazy monkey logos together. Mr. Antoine Hood is our guest next weekend. High Desert Pythons. Like, I absolutely love this man. Make sure y'all tune in for that one. I'm going to go get on that grill. I'm going to get my name yelled and I'm going to get in trouble. So y'all enjoy it. Stay blessed. We'll see you next week.